What is going on, everybody? We're back on it for the first time. Brand new series, YuYu Hakusho. This has been requested for some years now. We're just now getting around to it. Here for another long haul, another 100+ episode anime. I know nothing about it. Same if you guys saw yesterday's what is it? JoJo's reaction, episode 1. That's up. That should be up on YouTube. Like that reaction, I don't know anything about this. All that I do know is Hunter x Hunter's creator, same one. This came first, or are they running at the same time, or like, I don't know which one came first. I'm just going to assume that this one came first, but I know that Hunter x Hunter also has like the older animation one, as opposed to like the one that normally people watch these days, like the updated one. So I'm not 100% sure which one came first, but I'm pretty sure Togashi, this one came first. Could be wrong. You guys correct me on that. I've been told, again, I don't know anything about the story, I don't know anything about the characters, yada yada. I don't know if it is kind of like a Hunter x Hunter parallel, like very like maybe that kind of power systems. Maybe some of these characters will remind me of like, oh, he's the Gon, or he's the Killua, or that's the Kurapika, etc., etc. I don't know if they're going to foreshadow each other in the series, or if the writing is going to be kind of similar. I'm very, because I don't know if I've ever, I mean, you guys will let me know, has there been a series that I've watched, or how many series are out there that, I'm sure there's a lot, I just haven't gotten to them, but where you have like two popular running animes that are by the same author, or I guess you would say manga, you know? I feel like it's pretty rare to get that. I feel like the only thing that I know off the top of my head is like the Boruto stuff with it, but I would still put that in the Naruto universe. So I wouldn't even count that, you know. And I don't even know if I forget the name who does Naruto, if he even handles that, writes that, if that's freely independent. I have no idea. But I think it's rare to be like, it's like, oh, could you, because I'm just thinking off the top of my head, you know, Vinland Saga is pretty well received, and as is Attack on Titan. Like, imagine the same author for that, same writer for that. It's rare. I don't think that's like a thing. I feel like most of them are kind of like one hit, and that's kind of like what it is. But I know people that love this. Yu Yu Hakusho is some people's favorite. But I circle back around to say, like, I don't know anything about this except that I've heard from people, and I Googled it for like 2 seconds just to make sure that it was Togashi. What was up with the ending of this? Is it shitty? Is it TBD? Is it fine? I saw that it he was dealing, I don't know if it'll be good or bad, maybe that's you know, that's subjective, but health issues were kicking in when this was ending. Is it the same health issues that we're still dealing with today in April 25th of 2024? Are we still dealing with the same things? I have absolutely no idea if it's the same health related issues, but I hear it's a great story. People love it. So I don't see this being bad. I mean, things can be bad. Again, say what you want, I'll scream it from the rafters. I thought Avatar The Last Airbender was pretty bad, and I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is pretty bad. And I know those are like world renowned, some of the like, it could be one of one type shows for people. I just didn't enjoy them. So again, I hear things that this is great, but at least like with JoJo's, I at least like have been told, like, you know, I don't know if you're going to get the humor or the comedy of it and XYZ. I've heard nothing on this, so I don't know what this is about. We'll see how it goes. Again, like with the JoJo's reaction, everybody, Patreon and YouTube, you guys should be seeing this video on Sunday. After this video, episode 2, 3, and probably till we get to like episode like 8, 9, 10 plus, all those are going to go on Patreon. So some of you are going to hit me up like, hey, you uploaded episode 1 on Sunday, and it's now been like 6 Sundays from now. Where's episode 2? Just know that's going to be on Patreon. Once Patreon, like we are with One Piece, I'm like 12-ish episodes ahead on Patreon with One Piece. I'm going to do the same thing for JoJo's and Yu Yu Hakusho. We're going to get a good 8, 9, 10, 11 plus episodes ahead, and then we'll start putting out the episodes as well. So let's see what we got. I'm going to play this intro one time. Hope that it doesn't get copyrighted. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So again, another older animation style. We're just coming off of the just finishing Berserk. So curious of like how the style looks. This is giving me I wonder if this is gonna be spoilers. Should I even be watching this opening right now? I don't know if I should be watching it actually. Maybe I won't. I won't look at it because it could be spoilers. You could see powers and abilities and characters, and maybe it's best to like look off to the side. But Berserk didn't give me those feels. Just seeing this opening, like 10 seconds of it, it's giving me very strong Inuyasha vibes. Like that's kind of like the palette that I'm getting. Berserk kind of like, again, you know, maybe same like late 90s, mid 90s time frame. It didn't have, it had like a different like filter or something. I don't know the proper word. You know, I'm not in like film major or anything like that. Kind of dig that song though. It gives me very Inuyasha vibes. All right, let's see what we got. YuYu episode 1. Episode 1 of what? 112? 112. All right, see what we got. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to play around with this filter too. I'm going to try to gradually make it lighter and lighter. See what I can get away with on YouTube. I'm going to have to make it darker. This seems like I barely have any of it covered, but we'll see. We just got a little kid getting run over 2 seconds into the episode? What is happening? My God. Somebody got hit. Don't turn into Mob Psycho and go crazy on us. Jeez Louise. And again, I don't know if there's a power system, if humans are able to achieve crazy things. Are people consumed by demons, reincarnations? If they can achieve powers. Eh? Oh, he died. Surprised to be dead. I mean, he hasn't said a word. He reminds me of Gone already. I don't know if it's the colors. Green. I don't know if it's the hair. So the main character died 5 seconds into the episode, huh? It's wild because, like, you know, we talk about stories of, like... Eh? Of, like, oh, there's supernatural things. Is it kind of like Berserk, or is it more like Vagabond, where it's just regular humans type shit, you know? We're already playing with the aspect of, like, he's clearly seeing himself outside of himself. It's like... Oh. Yeah, this is very like Inuyasha, early Dragon Ball feels with the animation. Is that it? Does he just not get his regular body the rest of the story? Is he operating on another plane? For all 100 and something episodes? What the hell? Classic anime Japanese rooftop. School rooftop. I wonder if I'll recognize any of these voice actors. If any of them are still active in the shows that I watched today. I wonder if I should make this filter just a little. Just a little bit. What? Did he just pull a Master Roshi? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? What the? Okay. He just did that. Like, unprovoked. Good God. I always forget about it. And it's not even just like a Japanese or like a European thing. It happens in American schools too, but I don't know if what you can, like, our schools in different countries, like I'm speaking about today, not just back in the day. Are they considered private schools or are they considered public schools? Because in America, typically if you go to a public school, there's no uniform. You just wear whatever you want. To a degree, I mean, you can't show up to school naked type shit, you know? But if I wanted to go to school every day, 365 in a hoodie and sweatpants and sandals, I could. And I could do that every day. Now that they're always in uniforms and stuff, I'm curious, you guys, where you went to school, was it free for all, wear whatever you wanted? Did you go to school having to wear uniforms? Ha 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 ha. He looks, and I don't know if it's done on purpose because again, same author, right? He looks like a teenage Gon. Don't you dare say that he's... Oh my god. He thinks we took their wallet. I mean, he might be a fuck up, but he didn't take that wallet. Bro, we can't get a piece of gum out here, huh? Eh. Gave him a noogie. Ow. Eh? He just pull his ear off? Fake ear? Alright, well, what's his home life like? Because clearly he's a piece of shit at school. Yusuke. So clearly he's a troubled youth, is what they call that today. That his mom? Looks like young enough to be his sister. She's got to put those cigarettes down, they'll kill you. It's not free? Oh, maybe if he goes to a private school. Oh. So the home life shit, school life shit. Do we have any friends? Oh, Jesus Christ. Do we have any friends? Any girl that keeps us in check? I hate his face and the color of his hair. I hate that orange hair. So bad. Shit, did he just instant transmission blink? Oh god, oh. Damn, they put some bass behind those hits, huh? I mean, you guys did walk up on him. What do you want me to do? He's 0 and 156. Alright, now we're caught back up. Piece of shit kid, loses the ball, falls in the street. Eh? Didn't work. Alright, there we go. I was about to say. These got the classic chopsticks in the nose and mouth. Classic. Very Luffy and Chopper of him. Or maybe very Yusuke of them. This kid. Thinks he's messy and shit. And the fact that he just goes for the ball. No fluffs given. And look at this dude. Thinking he's DK out here. Thinking he's the damn Drift King. Yep. Alright, now we're caught back up. Now what? Unless... Is this it? Yeah, why is he still here then? Is he stuck between dimensions or some shit? I was about to say, somebody's got to know. Something on the other realm has got to come help us, right? I love her, I was about to say, what is this? I love her color palette. That color combo is great. Guide across. Grim Reaper. Appreciate it. Yeah, their two color schemes on screen at the same time looks great. Is that even a like? What is she? I thought okay, like she's on a broom. Look, she's on a paddle. Is that the Death Note? Age 14. Crude, violent, short-tempered, and reckless. Shoplifting. He's just a troubled youth. What does this mean? Like, are we, like, just stuck here for the rest of the story? Eh? Kid's fine. And they'll never hear what he did. Why is his little ass out there on the streets by himself anyway? Kid probably can't even piss by himself. What does he get to get his body back since he did a good deed or what? Trial to return to life. What do I have to do? Unexpected death. Is it though? That's interesting because clearly they have like this Grim Reaper, someone to ferry you to the other side, heaven, hell. It seems like whoever she may serve knows. They know, like she's over here saying like they know how people are gonna die. But they can't see, but it's unforeseen. Huh. It's interesting that like they have all that knowledge, but they can't see that like what somebody like make a choice. So it looks more kind of like, I mean, because you think about the thing that I've watched or read on the channel, at least being Berserk, of like it seems like everybody has free will in Berserk, but it doesn't matter that you have free will because it's going to end to the same result. So do you have free will anyway? You know, use the example of if you walk up to like 10 forks in the road, you can choose anyone you want, but you don't know that those 10 forks in the road all converge to the same endpoint. But you don't know that when you're going through. You think you're making the same choice, but it doesn't matter what you choose. It's always going to go to that choice. Someone's already written it to be such. I wonder if in this story they have a way things are supposed to go, but people can make choices to change those. Maybe. What do you mean you want him to go to his funeral and shit, and then what? Get his body back? How's that gonna work in the grand scheme of it all? Is that his mother? Cracked out. Tell me they're not. I was about to say. Oh, she's sad. But like, how does this work though? Like, everybody's here, like, they think he's dead, right? What does he do? Just wake up one day like, hey guys, wasn't dead, haha, JKs. His voice actor sounds familiar. It sounds a little bit like Leorio. And there's somebody else too. There's somebody else's voice sounds like I can't pinpoint it. Is that Usopp's voice actor? Is Usopp and Leorio the same? Or do I have it right with one of them? I mean, you can't get... The crying is... I have Usopp PTSD when I hear him cry, because that's all it does. So when I hear it, that shit's locked in. Well. Okay, so good. It is spread. Oh, God. I was going to say, at least the good deeds spread about, like, what he did. But they're over here twisting the story and shit. Yeah, exactly. So he's got some people that care. What are these trials? What do you mean by that? And like, how does somebody go through all this? Like he's aware, like, oh, there's an afterlife, you know, there is this, because like people wonder that, you know, if you have faith or you don't. And he gets to go through things and just like gets to go back. Does he remember? He just gets to go back to living life? That's kind of crazy, no? I can't tell if the mom is just in like shock / depression or just doesn't care. Okay, there we go. She was so about like, quit school, you can leave if you want, nobody wants you here, but not like you can survive on your own anyway. Oh God, and the boy shows up. All right, good. I'm glad word was spread about like what he did and how he died. I guess it was seen, but you never know how that gets skewed. You saw those two grown adults talking shit. Height. Well, you gonna choose to come back, or does the story end on episode 1? What are we doing here? I'm not gonna lie though. The outfits that they have on these people are clean. Yeah, see, there's people out there. It's wild that it's yet to we've yet to see that if he has like a true friend, because you know like he seems to be getting shit from all angles, and maybe he is shitty himself, you know. But there's not like that one like friend that doesn't care like what he does. I guess the girl is, but that seems like more of it might be a love interest. I'm talking about just like a bro or like an older influence mentor. Nothing. Yep. I don't think we're gonna get to see what these trials are in episode 1. That'd be too much, huh? Oh no, shit's over. Other world. Interesting. Hey narrator, I'm asking you, what kind of trial could it be? You tell me. Ending. Oh, hold on. Oh, whoa, this is okay, hold on, go back. I'm having a feeling that's not what I'm here for. I thought that was a great shot, these two right here. I don't know what we'll do thumbnail wise, but we'll play around with it. Nope, not that. That one. Oh, we can't even get it. Interesting though. Interesting. I enjoyed it. That was it's pretty interesting that like, I guess a lot of them do start, but I'm already interested and I have questions just off episode 1. And I had that with JoJo's as well, with like the mask and trying to understand what's going on with that. I mean, off rip on episode 1, we're already getting introduced to afterlife, other world. You can be reinstated in your body. There seems to be some type of, I mean, literally written in destiny, but it doesn't seem as absolute as, you know, kind of like the Berserk examples I was giving, where like you can make all the choices you want, the end result's still going to be the same. And again, I don't know how deep we get into like the destiny type things and predetermined in this type of story. But it's interesting when she's over here saying, you know, you weren't supposed to die yet, or this kid was supposed to die by getting hit by a car, and we didn't think you'd actually make that decision to do it. Or he didn't think, whoever they're speaking of him, you know. So there's a lot of interesting, like, otherworldly, predetermined questions. I think the color palettes look great. And I hated his orange hair, but like the orange on the blue, his like black hair on the green, her baby blue with like the pink eyes on top of the pink. Yeah, the mom in like that bright yellow sweat. The colors are really looking good. I thought the city landscape looked great. Because that's one thing, even though I just did get done watching Berserk, it's a very, there was only a couple characters and a couple scenarios where like color palette and character design was like popping off screen. You know, the majority of that was very just like, I say this with Attack on Titan all the time, like very like mute, neutral color palette, aside from like when we would see Princess Charlotte or Griffith with his like purple and everything on screen. Everything else was pretty mute. This was like pretty vibrant and pretty colorful. So we'll see. And again, another question is like, whatever these trials are, does everybody get that choice when they die, or is it just somebody that saves another from dying? Like, who gets access to like getting their body back? And then if he does, which I'm assuming he does, because unless there's a different story for him to live on the other world other than like his regular like human life, does he retain that knowledge of, hey, I came back to life? Like, how does that work? And then could you almost like cheat death in certain ways of, well, and then we get to that again of like, how much of it is destiny written? Like, if somebody out there makes a choice to like save somebody, if it had been somebody else, let's just give the girl, for example, the girl that seemed to have actually cared about him. she might be in a scenario just like him, you know, where there's a choice to save the kid, but it might already be written that she does make that choice to save the kid because they know her personality and her character traits and her history and all those type of things. They said it about him because they essentially said he's a piece of shit. We didn't think you would actually do that. So with him, or with somebody else that kind of knows these things, maybe they don't expect much from you, but maybe say he saves somebody again, and dies in the process, essentially. Do I get to run it back again? Like, does this just like an infinite hack that I can keep doing? But again, how does it get explained? Like, he's having his funeral. Like, they're over here, like, see, and he's just gonna wake up one day. I don't know. That's a whole different question. It's hard to analyze all that on episode 1, but good stuff. Good stuff. Again, episode 2 up until like episode 8, 9, 10 is going to be on Patreon. So it's going to be another month or maybe 2 before we get back here. But some good stuff, so I'm interested to see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,